welcome back to the Girly Girl Bookworm. So today I have my summer book haul for you. It's coming earlier than I anticipated because I was originally trying to hold off until the end of the school year to buy all my summer reading books. And the other day I came home and I was miserable from work. I had a really rough day and I was like, I need to cheer myself up. And Barnes & Noble was having a 20% off sale. And I was like, oh, I'm going to do this. And it's funny because I didn't end up buying anything from Barnes & Noble. Barnes & Noble, I put all my books in my cart. And then I put all my books in the same exact books in my cart on Amazon. And it was still cheaper on Amazon even though I was using a 20% off coupon on Barnes & Noble's website. So I have a feeling that Barnes & Noble has started to increase their prices online to be very comparable to their to their like store prices instead of comparing them to Amazon, which they used to do. So I don't know what's going on. So I just decided to order mine straight from Amazon instead. They come faster, even though they say it's express shipping on Barnes & Noble. I just figured I'm going to give my money to Amazon, especially because Barnes & Noble is pretending to have a deal when it's not really a deal. So I got 11 books from, 11? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Just kidding. 12 books from Amazon. I do have a Barnes & Noble book that I happened to just buy on a random day that had nothing to do with this. And then a book that I got for review. So I'm just going to get started. There's a lot of books in this pile that I really don't know a whole ton about, but I figured I would still, I'm so excited to read them anyways because I've heard a whole ton about them, positive things about them. So the first book that I got is my review book, and that is Summer by the Tides by Denise Hunter, and this is her newest standalone novel that she just released, and I received this from Denise Hunter. She had advertised on her Facebook page that she was looking to put together a dream team, so I applied and I got chosen. This book follows this woman and her sisters. They have to travel. They're all going through different things in their life, and they have to travel to their grandmother's house because they get a phone call that their grandmother is missing. So there's some love in here. There's some family development in here. It's a perfect summer read. It's a standalone. It's 300 pages. Very quick read. If you want to know more about it, I definitely just wrapped it up in my wrap-up, so definitely go check it out. But I definitely recommend this as a really nice, light summer read if you're interested. Christian fiction, should say that just in case that's not what you're all about. Then the random book that I just happened to pick up from Barnes & Noble is The Forever Summer by J.B. Brenner. I had just recently read, what did I just read? Of course, it's nowhere that I could see from here. The Husband Hour, I believe. And I really enjoyed that one. And somebody let me know that this was $5 on Barnes & Noble. So I randomly ran and grabbed it. This is not related, I don't believe, in any way. I believe that they're standalones that just happen to look alike. So I'm excited because I really enjoyed that one. So I wanted to try another book. She has another book coming out this summer, but I believe it comes out in hardcover. If you try to pre-order it, I could only find it in hardcover. So I don't know when I'll be getting to that one, but at least I have another beachy read. I believe this one takes place at a beachside B&B. And yeah, I don't know anything about it, but it was $5, so I grabbed it. Then I grabbed 2 Susan Mallory books. Let me grab both of them so I can talk both of them back to back. The first one I picked up is this mass market paperback of Chasing Perfect. And guys, it is floppy. I have no concern. I don't think I'm going to be breaking the spine on this one at all. It is super floppy and I love it. Back when I first started reading Susan Mallory, people recommended her to me to read the Fool's Gold series, which I believe it's a really long series, but with it being mass market, it's kind of at least a little bit more on the cheaper side. Like I said, people have just been recommending it to me so much that I don't really know what it's about other than people say that it's a really good series to pick up with. And I've really liked her Mischief Bay series, and so I figured I wanted to try something else by her. But I also picked up a standalone novel by her, which is California Girls, which is her newest release. I felt kind of guilty buying this in this one because I already have a Susan Mallory on my shelf. I have Where We Found Home, and I haven't read that one yet, but I was like, I really want these two anyway, so I grabbed them anyways. This, I believe, follows 3 different women in California going through life. She tends to write like romance and people going through drama, so I can't go wrong with that. The other one took place on Mischief Bay, and I believe this one must take place in California, and I think this one takes place also in California, like by Sierra Nevada. So they just seem like really good summer reads, so I grabbed them. And I was so jealous when everybody started getting like the arcs of this one. I was like, I need to get it. So I did. Then another book that I feel like a lot of people have been raving about, well, not even like the book itself, but this author herself, and that is Lindsay Kelk, and this is about a girl, and this is a trilogy. Book 2 and 3 were currently on Book Outlet, so I was like, if I really like this, there's a chance that I could just go purchase the rest on Book Outlet. And again, don't know too much about it other than it's supposed to be like the perfect summer read, romance, drama. I feel like that's all I have to say about all of these. Romance, drama, and a quick summer read. So I'm really excited to get to this one, and I hope that it lives up to the hype that I've heard about this author. Then this one I've had my eye on for a really long time. I don't remember where I heard about it from, but that is 10 Beach Road by Wendy Wax, and this is a, like, I think there's 5 books in the series. I remember that almost all of these were on Book Outlet, and I almost grabbed them from there, but then I was like, I need to just at least read the first book first to figure out if I like it. And I believe it's these 3 women who end up realizing that, like, their financial manager kind of has, like, stolen all of their money. So then they only end up owning, like, this weird, like, beachfront house, and they decide that they're going to open it as, like, a B&B, and that's how they're going to try to make some money back. And I believe that it's just a series that follows their journey with this beach house. So I'm excited to try it. I'm a little disappointed with this cover, though. Like, the covers only get better in this series. But when I bought this from Amazon, like, it already looked like it was broken. So I don't know why, but I'm not going to complain about it. But it just seemed like the perfect summertime beachy read that I've heard good things about. So I'm hoping that I will also like it as well. This one just randomly popped up on my Goodreads one day saying that I would like it, so I have no idea if I will actually like it or not, but this is Limelight by Amy Popple. I believe this is a reprint. I believe that this used to have a different cover, and I think it just follows like this woman who they have to move from Dallas to New York, and I believe it's kind of a big, huge life change for them and how she can adapt herself, her husband, and her family to this New York lifestyle, which is very different than the Dallas lifestyle. And I believe that her husband started spending a little bit more time with one of his colleagues, so she's not really liking that so much. And so it seems interesting, very chiclety. So I figured it would be a really good summer read as well. Then this book I picked up because of Shelly, one of my subscribers, and I talk to her all the time on Instagram, and she reads this author all the time, and I just have never picked anything up by her, and that is Robin Carr. And I ended up grabbing The Summer That Made Us. She has this like 18 book series that looked really interesting, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to like jumpstart into something like that. And then she had another series that was like 4 books. I was like, do I do that one? And I decided, you know what, I better just like start with a standalone novel, see if I like her as an author, and then I could read something in a series by her. So this one is The Summer That Made Us, and I believe that this says that mothers and daughters, sisters and cousins, they lived for summers at the lake house until a tragic accident changes everything. The Summer That Made Us is an unforgettable story of about a family learning to accept the past and to forgive and to love each other again. So sounds like I'm going to bawl my eyes out, but it still sounds like a perfect summer read. And it's got summer in the title, so I went with it. Another series that I feel like everybody has been reading recently, because I believe book 3 just came out. I saw a couple of the other books in the series on Book Outlet as well. So like I said, most of these series I could definitely probably continue on reading this summer if I end up making a Book Outlet purchase and liking them. And that is The Slightly South of Simple by Christy Woodson Harvey. Ellen Hildebrand blurbed it, and I guess it's a Peachtree Bluff novel, so I'm assuming that's what the series is called. The paper is covered in here. It says, travel to the coastal Georgia town of Peachtree Bluff with the Murphy women, where the breeze is fresh, the sky is blue, and nothing is ever quite as simple as it seems. So, perfect beach read. And again, if I want to keep reading, there's more books, so it's going to be perfect, and I cannot wait. Then I have some thrillers and things that don't fit into that like romance drama section. And I ended up picking up another series that I've been seeing everywhere because book 3 just came out. And so I grabbed Stillhouse Lake by Rachel Kane, which is a thriller novel. And I believe this woman, her husband ends up passing away. And she finds out that there's actually some deep, dark secrets that he was hiding from her. So her and her family go to this lake house. And I believe the drama follows them there. So I've heard nothing but amazing things. Like I said, book 3 just came out, so I'm really excited to get my hands on this and try it. It seems like it's going to be really creepy and really scary, so I'm really excited to try this summer. Then I grabbed The Neighbors by Hannah Mary McKinnon. This has been on my TBR for a while, my Goodreads TBR, and I don't remember where I heard about it from or why or where or when. But I believe that this is about a woman that back in 1992, she gets in a car accident, which kills her brother. And then like fast forward it to like 20 years later. And I guess like her and her husband are both having some guilt. And then this neighbor moves in, and I guess he is related to their past in some way. Sounds like drama, sounds like suspense. I want to read it, so I grabbed it. Then I grabbed 3 hardcover books, and one is to continue a series. So instead of starting a series like all those other ones too, I'm going to continue a series, which is Losing the Field by Abby Glines. This is the 4th book in the Field Party series, which I'm proud of myself for remembering because I always forget that. I always want to call it like Friday Night Lights series, so I'm really proud of myself for remembering that it's a Field Party series. I can't remember if there's another book coming out. I want to say there's a 5th one coming out. But this follows this small town where football is kind of everything, and each one follows a different football player and their romance and their drama. And they, as much as they're YA, they are still kind of hard-hitting with the concepts and themes that they deal with. I don't know too much about what this one's about because I don't remember. It came out last October, and I've had my eye on it, like wanting to buy it, and I just haven't yet. And I do tend to read these in that summer fall time, so now I figured would be a perfect time to pick it up, especially if there is another book coming out. I want to get caught up. And then I grabbed My Lovely Wife by Samantha Downing. I've been debating, hemming and hawing, do I give into the hype, do I not give into the hype, and I decided I need to give into the hype. And this is about a man and a woman, and they are married, and to spice up their relationship every now and then, the man goes out and finds his wife a woman to kill. What? It just sounds really interesting. Everybody's been raving about it, so I was like, all right, I'll give in. I need to know. So I've heard amazing, amazing things, and I cannot wait to get to this one. Ooh, my pile's about to fall over. And then the last book that I picked up is Our House by Louise Candlish. I've heard about this one for a while too. I believe Shelby just read this, and she, I believe, enjoyed this one. And this follows a woman who finds out that, so her husband cheats on her. And then it turns out, she goes home one day to find all of her things in her house gone, and somebody else has moved into their house or something crazy. It's a domestic thriller. It just sounded really intriguing. I remember hearing about it somewhere on Goodreads hearing it on BookTube besides Shelby and adding it to my TBR. And then when she read it and liked it, I was like, this just put it even higher up on my want to read list. So I'm intrigued. I'm really curious as to like what's going on in this story. Like, why did somebody move into her house? How were they able to move into her house? Where did all of her stuff go? Like, where these people come from? I'm intrigued, so I'm really excited. So I feel like I got a lot of really great books that I can enjoy this summer. I am going to be 25 weeks pregnant tomorrow, and I'm just so ready to be able to be home and just to relax. Like, people keep saying like, oh, you're going to be pregnant during like the worst months. And it's like, guys, I get to sit home over the summer because I'm a teacher and just enjoy my books. So I cannot wait. So when people are like, oh, I feel so bad for you, I'm like, trust me, don't feel bad for me. I'm really excited to be able to just like relax, enjoy these last few months of pregnancy, and get this baby in the fall. So I'm really excited to be able to enjoy these books, be able to share them with you. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys really soon. Bye, everybody.